Hi, I'm Shannon from houseimprovements.com. Do you have problems with your toilet? Do you notice now and again that it's refilling with water even when nobody's been using it? Chances are that your little flapper valve inside the tank is become out of shape or just worn out and is leaking a little bit of water. So slowly over time the water level in your tank seeps out, and then eventually the float gets low enough on the fill valve and it cuts in and has to fill for a few seconds. It's not a totally uncommon thing, and from time to time you may have to change your flapper valve. So all toilets, when you open the tank up, are going to have a flapper valve inside. There's lots of different shapes, sizes, whatever, so you're going to need to get the proper one for your tank. And most times, by shutting off your water, you got to shut off down here for your toilet, shut that off, flush the tank, and it'll drain out most of the water in the tank so that you're not up to your elbows in water. And then you should be able to pull your old flapper out, and we'll maybe bring the camera in closer so you can see. Okay, so your flapper is this little gizmo right here, and it'll be attached to your flush lever. So when you pull the flush lever, obviously this comes up. It's generally designed to float for a split second, and then it's going to drop down once most of the water is evacuated, and it's going to allow the tank to fill up. Best way to figure out what flush valve you need is to actually get in here and pull this valve off, this cover off, and there's going to be some information right on it generally, as far as who made it, model, that sort of thing. So easiest thing to do is to take this with you when you're going to buy your new flapper valve. Another option in this particular tank, and I haven't seen this very often, but right on the bottom of the lid it actually lists some of the most common replacement parts that you're going to need for this particular toilet, and it gives you a part number so you could order it ahead of time and have it when you're ready to change it. But I don't see that real often. So if you noticed, when this was in there, it just simply snaps on and off. Let me just pop it back in. Okay, so there's a couple of studs on each side of this vertical pipe here, and on this one the flapper on each side just simply snaps on. Some of them, like this one in this package, they slip on, but this is rubber, so you can kind of flex those little arms out to the side and slide it onto to these studs down there. So once you have it out, you're going to find that it's hooked to the arm here of the flush lever. So just simply unhook that, but take note of where it all was and the length of the chain and all that kind of stuff. There's always going to be some kind of chain or connection point here. Okay, so that when you get the new one home, you can set it up exactly like it was, and then it should function just like it was before, except that it's going to actually seal. So what it does is it just seals down here around this. When you flush your toilet, it just opens up and allows all the water to rush down there into the bowl. Okay, so once you have your new one, hook it onto the flush lever where the old one was. Make sure the chain's the same length, and if it's got multiple positions, make sure it's hooked in the same position. Just simply set it back in place, attach it, turn your water back on down below, and then cycle the toilet a couple times and just make sure that it's good. But generally that's going to fix you up. It's not something that you're going to have to do real often, but depending on your toilet and water and everything else, you may have to do it a couple times in the life of the toilet. Okay, so hopefully that helped you with your toilet problem. It was just another little video to go along with the other toilet maintenance kind of videos that we've got here on houseimprovements.com. If the video was helpful, or any of our other videos you found have been helpful, please click the thumbs up icon just below me here, and that'll help us out quite a bit. If you have a comment about this video, just leave it below in the comment section. But if you actually have a problem or a question, you're better off to go to my forum. You can post it up there if it's plumbing related, exterior, interior, or whatever. We've got all kinds of categories. Just plug your question in there, and myself or one of the other gentlemen we have on the forum as regulars will be sure to chime in quite quickly so we can get your issue figured out fairly quick. So we appreciate you watching, and we'll see you in the next video.